father was with the Times of India, so I used to visit him often in office. And I got friendly with one of his colleagues, and he told me to start writing. And he loved my writing. So he would give me assignments, and I loved doing them. I wasn't getting paid for them. It was a very convenient arrangement. He was giving me assignments which he didn't want to do. So the byline would still be his, but I was getting to do writing that I liked. And at that age, when you're still in college, bylines don't matter. And in any case, money wasn't coming either, so that didn't matter either. But I got such lovely assignments because I got to go to the villages, I got to do rural writing, and he was doing the big press conferences, the corporate press conferences. I got to do what he thought were dirty little jobs, going in a bus to a village. But those are things that really inspired me. And after that, I was heavily into writing. I write for most major newspapers and magazines in India. I write for The Hindu, The Statesman, Bengal Post, Tribune, Uday, Media Voice, Alive, Women's Era. These are some of the publications I'm writing for. It's a long list. Although I worked with publications for a while, when I did decide to go to do freelancing, it was into completely development writing. A large part of my writing has been about women, children, health, education. I've spent over 17 years, to put it very roughly, in prostitution. So there isn't a single red light area in India that I haven't visited. I've visited most areas of prostitution in the world. I've written about prostitution by staying among them, going with them, whether it is soliciting, escorting. So I've seen all parts of prostitution, and I've written close to 100 articles on prostitution. My scooter and I have just completed 25 years. I was the first woman to go on a scooter rally in the Northeast. I was the only woman in that rally. My scooter has been maintained, looked after, nurtured by me. Any mechanic who's touched it has been trained by me, told how to do what he should be doing, what to put in, what to remove. And none of them has been happy with my interference, but me and my scooter, we've got along great all these years. For the past many years, I've made it a point to learn one new skill a year, to formally learn a new skill. So in the process, I've learned computer assembly and maintenance. I've assembled my computer myself, and I've been maintaining it for over 14 years now. It's my baby. I've just brought my daughter's 2 laptops home because they're not working and I have to set them right. That apart, I've learned skating, ice skating, rock climbing. I've gone on 5 rock climbing trips, and in one I've gone as an instructor. I've learned languages. I've learned French. In addition to which, I know about 7 Indian languages. I've learned swimming. I've learned sewing, a beautician's course, and hairdressing course. I've done a course in typewriting and shorthand. I've done a course in book publishing, swimming, salsa, classical music. So there's always one course happening a year. I just saw ambitions and targets that I had set for myself, right? I wanted to head my sports team. I wanted to go up to the nationals in athletics, and those things I managed. I wanted to be in journalism. So I set targets for myself and I go chasing them. And if there are things that are getting in the way, I either drag them along or push them aside. So when I had kids, if I was traveling on work, I just took my kids along. There have been hundreds of times when my children bunked school because they were traveling with me. And I thought that was as important in education. When I go to meet children of sex workers, I take my children along. A lot of people think I shouldn't be taking my children along, but I feel my children need to know that there are a whole lot of different kinds of children. Women are only capable of doing what is considered significant work half their life, because their other demands are equally important, and it's not estimated as part of a big role modeling activity, whereas it is important. Parenting is important. They are creating an entire new generation. The values they give their children are equally important, but that doesn't come into the picture at all. And it's something they cannot help doing. It's part of the responsibility that they have taken upon themselves, and most of them do a damn good job of it. Which is why for many children, if you ask, the role models are their mothers, because they see their mothers at close quarters, but few others see the strengths that their children see in their mothers.